Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, time for some late night Z2R. Apologies for the technical difficulties, but we are setting up and getting ready to go here. Technical difficulties on one of the runner's sides, not the restream. And I'm going to send the runners off. Joining me in the booth is Mr. Sonny Wrath. Introduce yourself, sir. Take it away.
I appreciate it, Gob. Yes, there were some issues with the checksums matching up between Slamu and Xarnax. But we got those issues resolved. Everything is working as intended. So we should have this race going very shortly. But to give overviews, Xarnax faced Hitman week 1, took the win there. Both of these runners being 2-0. Slamu ended up, or Slamu is 1-1. Slamu lost to Elendar week 1. Faced me week 2 and won against me. And they are off. We see a pretty free grass tile over here to grab. Though an encounter is definitely going to slow things just a slight bit, not too terribly much.
This looked sort of like a mountainous by the look of it, but I don't think that it is. Just a lot of swamp and a lot of mountains.
Yeah.
I love to see it.
And I misspoke. They're both looking to go 2-1. They're both 1-1. Xarnax losing to Valent week 2. But here we go. Check-in caves right off the bat. Looks like there might be an item cave just north of this Parappa cave. Oh no, it's a connector to DM, so that's a little interesting to see.
You love to see early DM connectors, baby.
And you love to see a Parappa cave lead to a dead end.
Nothing wakes me up in the morning more than coffee. Next best thing. Connector to DM. Smells delicious.
Granted, a connector to maze is awesome as well.
Did we get one to the maze too already?
No, not yet. But
Okay. Oh, you're calling your shot already too? Wow.
Oh yeah, I'm calling my shot.
Do I have to burn you too? I calmed with Melchior a couple days ago, or was that last night? And boy, that man's a witch. He was calling stuff left and right. I was uncomfortable.
I mean, to be fair, I'm pretty sure I'm getting burnt at the stake for calling half of round or week 1's matchups.
That is true. I do recall that. Ooh, keys in the drop pool. We love to see that. And
always.
So we're going to take a dip into these Canyon DM here.
Keys in the drop pool, always nice to see, though can lead to out of logic palace dives. But I don't think that's going to be a problem for either of our runners tonight or this morning, depending upon where you are in the world.
Yeah, this is I think you mentioned it, right? This is a 1-1 matchup.
Yeah, 1-1. At first I thought they were 2-0, and then I looked at it again, and they're 1-1. Looks like
Where per se did you look? Was it on this fancy spreadsheet that I'm posting the link to in chat? It is maintained by the one and only beautiful Mirai himself.
It very well may have been, and huge shout-outs to Mirai for keeping that spreadsheet up to date. And we did see a candle hint, I just did not catch where it was.
Me either, but I'm going to bank on J-Lo telling us where it was.
West!
Sus links. Did I put don't tell me I put the wrong link in there. No, I definitely didn't. You scared me, JW. Wow. JW trolling me and I'm not even streaming. Incredible. Alright, we do see that the trophy is going to get us Reflect today, unless it's linked with Fire. It's a little disappointing to see that. You always kind of hate when there's an important spell linked with a drop item, or not a drop item, a fetch item, I should say.
That is true, and we see that the trophy is also going to be in the West. So there is that to keep in mind. Too.
Yeah, that feels bad when you go all the way in and find out. If you just searched a little bit harder, although there is this boulder block cave, which is looking a little sussy to me, so might need a hammer to dig out our trophy.
The possibility.
Xarnax, he wants this XP, man.
That XP, if he gets it, that's gonna be some gorgeous XP.
Yeah, that's the... Well, have we seen a direct kill yet? I don't know. He must have maybe killed one and seen it. He's trying to line them up. This is really brave. Holy. Life 2 doing pretty good, though, honestly.
I mean...
Oh, it's only $30 for the orange Dyra. Yikes.
But that red Dyra...
Oh, and there's a red Dyra here, too. Look, we got the Wombo combo in both caves. Fairy Drop and Magic Container Cave, both having the tag team of the orange and red Dyras.
The dynamic duo, if you will.
Yep. Gotta ring the doorbell. You gotta stab the... Well, you don't have to, but I like to stab the ceiling to let them know I'm here. Ding ding! DoorDash of destruction coming your way.
I mean, if you're ringing the doorbell, then you gotta be in New Kasuto to do it.
Yeah, sometimes I just ring the doorbell and run. I'm scared. There's red Dyras right here, too, in Trophy Cave. So our next going for it? Oh, gets bopped. I mean, if those are worth $200, that's worth it for sure.
I agree, and it absolutely is worth a shot to try to get them, but man, they are just throwing out all the damage on this Life 2.
Yeah, it just sucks when you... Oh, man, if that first one would have died, it would have been easier. It is good call by the Mr. Alan Heffley, calling the Caldera. Good call. So the question is, what do we need to get through the Caldera? Is it just Parappa Cave? Did we go in? I don't think we did.
Parappa Cave actually leads to a dead end. There's a swamp just off to the south that's 4 tiles large, and that is where the dead end is. So there's nowhere else to go.
Was it the fairy cave they dropped into? That... Oh, no.
So the connector that actually leads into the Caldera is Jump Cave, so going to need to find Fairy or Jump in order to access it, which very well may be, over on that east.
So it was at the front of Jump?
It was the front of Jump.
Oh, boy. So you know what that means. You smell it? You smell what I smell?
I think I smell an early east.
What, did we have a way to the east right now?
Not yet, but
right.
What I'm suspecting is that we're going to have that dive into Death Mountain that's going to lead to a connector that goes to the east, and then things are going to be able to be explored from there, so that way they can progress here in the west.
Before Slammer finds the boots.
Right. Because...
Oh, it's just a candle.
Hey, that's useful, though.
I was going to say, yeah, I smell the early required Death Mountain dig to find the connector off, and it could be anything. It's probably not a raft, right? We know that, because we would have to probably go into a palace to get that. Although, our way off could be inside of Hammer Cave. Could be a bridge.
That is true.
It could be another cave.
It could be a raft tile.
Right, that's what I was saying. And then we have to go into Hammer Cave to get our raft. Alright, Slammer, I think, has put together the pieces here. It's Death Mountain time.
Everybody's favorite
one
place.
Cave. And then it's free on the top left there.
This is everybody's favorite place to dive.
Oh, jeez.
Nope. That's a big pass on that enemy set.
Nope. We'll tangle with the bubbles instead. Thank you very much. Although these bubbles will kill him if he gets hit. Oh, okay, we're good. This it right here? No, it's not. Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah, both of these.
What about a second cave?
Both of these caves are going to connect to the south. Xarnax has put it together as well. But
yeah, Xarnax didn't get the candle out of Medicine Cave, or not Medicine Cave. Excuse me, Magic Container Cave. So he's going to be at quite a disadvantage here going through this beautiful little DM here.
Yeah, this DM is it's going to be really deadly without that candle.
Yep. Yeah, any early dig into DM candleless is really, really scary because there's lots of low ceilings everywhere, and if you get hit by a Dyra, it's like, man, come on. Or If you find a direct... Okay, there's a... Oh no, there's a cave matching up there with the grass tiles, so this won't be it. But you basically have to check every cave at this point. Are we gonna have to go back across the river? Man, oh man.
Yeah, it looks like it's back across the river to get to the other side. And then question mark from there.
I would bet very good money that there's going to be a bridge at the bottom of this canyon. I feel like these north-south canyons almost always have a bridge. Little, like, 3-tile bridge right at the bottom there. It's my call.
I mean, I see 50-50 with the bridge as well as the raft tile for these.
It'd be pretty gross if it's a cave. Although you are checking pretty much every cave at this point, right? So there's our rock. We can't do a whole lot with that yet, though. What if we have to go down and then go back across the river for a 3rd time? That would be quite mean.
I mean, it's absolutely possible to have happen. And I know you and I have both seen it happen multiple times, just in our own individual seeds. Xarnax getting an amazing 1-up.
Yeah, that's a feels good 1-up right there. Alright, it's a race to find the way off. Yeah, walk down, Slammer. Go to the bottom. It's down there. I can smell it from here. Oh! It's a raft tile and a cave! I was wrong twice. Feels very bad, man. But okay, here we go. We found our way off. And we find P5 immediately. Cool.
And it is to the east. So now it's a moment of low resources over on the east, which is
another vertical canyon too. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Where are these boots when you need them, man?
They're
boots
over
would
there.
Make traversing both this stuff trivial, but of course we hope that they're not anytime soon. But now the raft doesn't. The raft could go to the east. The raft could go. Well, it could go anywhere. It could go back to the other side of the caldera on the west, but we do have to have obviously one connector go to the maze. Pretty decent chance that that's where that maze goes, but even still, seeing that raft tile also gives you a little bit of like, oh man.
Fairy costs 56 at Magic 2, so it is very much castable here.
Yeah, that makes sense. When you have Fairy Cave requiring you to go to the other side of the west, lots of the times the game will give it to you for free, essentially. It's just a matter of if you have the magic levels to do it.
But in this case, it's not Fairy Cave, it's Jump Cave. And that now makes me wonder if going through the caldera, getting to the other side with using Fairy is going to yield the boots from the other side of the canyon.
Look at is that the entrance to look at that entrance! Death Valley is free as possible.
That is the most free Death Valley I have ever seen in a seed.
Yep. Two little baby lava tiles leading the way. Oh, okay, Slammer's on the other side here, and we see a 3-ad rock. That'll get your juices flowing.
Okay, fortunately, the grave encounters aren't too bad.
Yeah, if in this situation, I think Slammer just wants to check the towns. Well, there's our raft tile, so we know it goes east. So that means we're looking for our bridge to go to Maze Island, right?
I think so. That's at least what I've gathered. So
now, is the bridge going to be on the other side of the caldera, or is it also going to be somewhere here on the east?
You want me to call it?
This east. Yeah.
Because I'm calling it's going to be on the west, and it's going to be closer to the southwest side of the caldera.
Wow, you're actually even calling the direction? Holy moly.
Yeah.
My game's Slammer going to go to the infamous spell tower.
Survey says
Okay. We saw a three-eyed rock. It might be something. Did we get into Grandma's basement? I missed how many containers it was if we did.
It costs...
Or didn't.
Or it takes 6 containers to get into Grandma's basement.
Ooh.
This time around, which is a little unfortunate, but not the end of the world.
Well, it's just unfortunate. I think when you come into this town, you always love to try to single dip this place, but I guess leaving Grandma's basement isn't the worst. Wow, so our next going in to just check what's in Death Valley. I really like this, actually. It's so free, right? If it's GP, it's not even that bad, but let's find 36 or 3/6 here in the Death Valley.
I mean, a 3/6 here in DV is not that bad, but the only unfortunate part is immediately running into that glove block, and Slamoo picking up a nice P bag there and getting another attack level, and look at this tile.
Loot is DOA. You could ferry up over, it could be a 1-up. Okay, Xarnax first back to the west. You know, the good thing about that 3/6 is we know that our glove can't be in there.
You know, Gob, you called that 1-up being right there.
Yep, yeah, you still want to check that, because, yeah, especially if you're low here. I mean, if it's a P bag, you feel bad, but you definitely got to go check it out.
So it looks like Slamoo's on the southernmost part of the Server Canyon. So nothing else really going to be found down here.
Yeah, it looks like we probably need to hit up the top half if possible. I think we must have come in at the bottom right side by the looks of it, and we've only seen the bottom half, what I can tell. Xarnax finding his way to the downstab. Oh, we've got a hashtag beat Slamoo in the chat. Holy.
I mean, downstab. I love it. And P6 medicine tonight. Oh boy.
Yeah, that's not so bad because that's only our life spell. Not the worst.
There's a child.
Oh, Slimer did get to the other side. Oh boy, yeah, you definitely did here, unfortunately.
And now it's time to just ferry and try to make it in as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I don't think this Moa can be spelled, sadly.
It
But he
cannot.
gets through with 2 really nice stabs, yeah.
And it's thunder?
What the helendar is that?
So we have
Thunder in Thundertown.
We have Vanilla Spell and Vanilla Thunder.
Yeah, what's going on here, man?
Gob, what is the seed?
I don't know.
Who rolled this again?
My powers are way. Oh, look at this!
It's castable at Magic 2?
I was gonna say, look at this Saria block, but you've also got Fairy for free, so it's not that bad. It's castable? Holy macaroni.
It's castable at Magic 2. It costs 80. Exactly.
80? Well, okay. Hear me out. That's kind of scary, because it could be like, it actually could be like Magic 5 or Magic 6 before it drops again. So you might only have one cast of this Thunder for quite a while.
I mean, you say that.
Okay, ironically, if you find Thunder at a low level, you want it to be something like 112. Because then the chances it comes down as you level your magic up is a lot higher. If you get it and it's like 68 at like Magic 2, you're screwed. It's going to be 68 for a long time.
Yeah, it'll
at
be
least
68.
3 levels usually.
Yeah, it's 68 until like usually 6 or 7, and then it starts dropping again. But
so with 80, it'll probably drop around Magic 4 or 5 into that excuse me 60 range.
Wait, so with Jump being in Saria, that means Fire's in Raru, and this Fire might be connected to Thunder. And if that's the case, holy moly! Also, Boots Hint coming in.
Point... Sorry, go ahead.
Boots Hint coming in. 2 has the boots this time around.
2 with the boots. Okay. Ooh, Xarnax with some beauty downstabs. Wow. I still am not really capable of staying on top of the enemies like that. That was really nice.
It's hard to do.
I heard he's the certified Guma destroyer because he can get in there and just slap that guy's armpits like there's no tomorrow, but we'll see that when he gets to Guma later on. If I was running this right now, I would hope that this, if you find Fire, it would be linked to Reflect. Because then we don't have to find this trophy, because it could just be sitting in that boulder block cave right there. And that means we've got to find the hammer.
That's true.
Although, don't get me wrong, Fire Thunder is literally cheating, but if you're in a hurry, I think Reflect is probably the best thing you can find right now. Or even Shield. Oh, no, they do have the kid. The kid is free, so that's not that big of a find.
I'm going to be really upset if this is the southwesternmost part of the caldera, because Xarnax sees the bridge.
Wait, does he see it? Oh, we found it. We found the trophy, so Reflect Worries out the window is in the back of Heart Container Cave, it looks like.
Yep. Trophy here in Heart Container Cave, so...
Sucks that we have to go back to the other side of the caldera to turn it in, but we'll do that later on. It's not a huge deal.
I mean, such are calderas, right?
Mm-hmm. That's the caldera life, my friend, indeed.
Hey, look, there's one.
Yeah, we're definitely going in here, no doubt about it. At this point, knowing where the trophy is, of course we know, Slammer doesn't know yet, but we have found ourselves the good old-fashioned, tried-and-true glove hunt in Z2R. Who could have seen this coming?
A glove hunt? I never would have guessed that.
Ooh, we're gonna check the bot. I love this bot. This bot pays out so often. I swear, guys. Don't skip the little bot in Saria.
The bot always pays out until it doesn't.
Yeah, well, he pays out a lot more than the kid in Raru. I literally call that kid Hintless Kid because he's given me, I'm not even exaggerating, 3 hints in 217 seeds. No exaggeration. Okay, this is our... Oh no, this isn't 2, this is 1. A magic container, that's pretty nice.
Yeah,
Cool.
Another magic container in 1, that's really, really nice to see. So up to 6, that will be 96 MP.
Yeah,
Almost
a little bit of
cast
leeway
fairy.
with that Thundercast.
Definitely. But not quite enough to be able to cast fairy twice.
Note Trails, that was changed in, I think the recent patch, 4313. Now, the man inside the hut gives you the Bagu hint. Because there was times where you could find the back of Saria and not be able to get the hint, and have no idea where you were going, so it's a little bit of a safety.
I just gotta say, blink and you miss it. Xarnax takes down Horsehead like it was nothing.
Yeah, he's got really good combat skills, honestly. He's going to... Yeah. I think he definitely... Well, you take the double level here. You don't skip. I think pumping some magic levels, especially because fairies are key right now, right? Makes total sense.
Well, and even if Xarnax had skipped, he would have gone to life 4.
Yeah, that's not that valuable at this moment in time. It looks like fairies already down to like 32, maybe? Maybe like 34, something like that.
Sounds about right. And
if it's 32, we get 3 casts of it, which is nice, but I didn't quite catch the menu there.
I think I saw 30,
There's the
actually.
Bridge. Southwest! Wow. Okay, you're on my list to never come with again now. Too scared. Too scary, man. It's almost like you play this game.
I mean, sometimes.
We literally just raced before this race started.
Like I said, sometimes.
Hey, when you're hooked, you're hooked. What can I say?
Oh, this is true. And I've said this a few times. This game has a special place for me.
Likewise.
So it looks like fire is connected to jump this time around.
Ooh, that's one of the worst, honestly. Fire and jump usually get to be about the same cost at the end of the game. I mean, it's nice at the very beginning of the game if you find that and you can cast it, but that's unfortunately one of the worst potential spells.
I'll agree on that, and...
Probably spell's the only worst one. Actually, no, I'm gonna call jump worse, because you can spell tough rooms in dungeons. Sorry, palaces. So yeah, fire jump is the worst.
I mean, with how long some of these palaces are, they feel like dungeons.
Xarnax going in, baby. Let's go. Pay this man out. Yes!
That's a
Let's
payout.
go! Wow!
500-point Blue Lizalfos. Let's go.
Somebody cue the Shane McMahon music. Here comes the money. That's farmable, by the way. The bridge is right there.
Yeah.
I would definitely spend like 2 or 3 minutes just power leveling up to like 445 or something, man. That could catapult you quite far. Xarnax says, nope, I'm one and done. We're out of here. We're in a hurry.
I mean, he knows he's up against Slamoo. Slamoo is quite
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, he's de-rusting pretty quickly, I will say. The first couple of weeks, he admitted that, you know, he hasn't played Z2R in quite a long time. He's just a busy man in IRL, so the rust is coming off, and it's cool to see, so.
So there's another Blue Lizalfos in that tile.
Oh man, if Thunder could one-shot those guys, that is so farmable.
That's so much experience in so little time.
Yeah.
All right.
Just looking for the items though. He might. Oh,
Okay.
hello, beauty.
Okay, that's a glove.
All
now,
right.
if there's a magic key found here, then all the needs are satisfied, except for getting Reflect.
I was gonna say, I think Reflect is it, man. We've seen both palaces on the east. Death Valley is the freest Death Valley in the history of this game. I think it's time to turn in that trophy and go, go, go.
I think you're right, and here's the second drop coming up. And
yeah, don't mind this at all. He searched so much of the maze, right? You might as well just find the second item. If it's the key, you're just absolutely laughing. Actually, no, we found our way to the maze, right? Yeah, we're obviously here. How did we... It must have been the bridge, duh.
It's the bridge on the southwest side of the caldera.
Yeah, that we're about to walk back across. Rebanek rides with the... What was that? Oh, just a magic jar, it looks like.
Seems like it.
Slammer just checked it off on his tracker like it was... so it's either a magic container or a heart container.
I think we're going to see Xarnax coming back here after clearing out the east and then following that up with the west, unless two can be found in a good spot.
Yeah, I think this bridge takes him back west, right? So there'll be a palace. Did we see a palace on the other side of the caldera? I think we did, right? So they're usually split up 1, and 1, right? 1 on the caldera, 1 on the top, 1 on the bottom, or if they're east-west, left and right, but...
Usually, yes.
Oh, there's 2 of them right here, actually. They're both right here. Yeah, you do these for sure, right? You already did P1. What's this? This is P3
This is
or
a
6,
3-6. And
yeah, absolutely.
2 being on the east, thank you, Trails. That yielding boots, if I remember correctly, will
Oh, we know this is 6
massive.
now because... Oh, sorry, go ahead. My bad.
Oh, no, I was finishing out my train of thought. Take it.
Well, Slammer just found the medicine in this palace, so we know this is P6 because Barba sits with our medicine. And that could give us the life spell if we want to walk through Mito again.
I wouldn't see either of them walking through Mito to get it.
Not that now that they have shield, I don't think either of them are going to go in and get it either, but it's potentially a play. Looks like Slammer's tracker has 2 and 5 on the east, so we literally know where all the palaces are. I think GP is going to be... I think GP is good. Did we see the palace in the caldera? Did we walk by it and see what it was?
So, if you're wondering where GP is, that's over on Maze Island, and this 6 is blazing fast.
I was just about to say it's got to be on the maze, even though we already walked into it and I saw it. It left my brain. Yeah, nice fast 6. Got the item fast. Found the dragon fast. Feels pretty good. Slammer didn't go into 1, so he's probably going to do that next, I imagine. But I don't recall any glove blocks in one, so he shouldn't be trolled out of it. He should then go to Maze Island and find his glove. And this is, yeah, strap in, kids. This is gonna be a good one.
This seed might be very, very fast.
Could be. We still have 2 and 5 to do, though, which, I don't have to say anything else.
I mean, 2 usually isn't too bad. It's 5 that you really have to worry about.
Yep. Yeah, I would say based on this this fight alone, this Barba fight, Slammer is derusted. The first couple of weeks, the first week particularly, oh, we got Jackhammer!
Let's go, Xarnax with the jackhammer.
First week particularly, he really struggled with Barba, so that was super clean. So he is game on here.
It always makes me happy to see a jackhammer.
Man, I wish I could do this. Looks so cool. Uh-oh.
I mean, it's not easy to do by any means.
Yeah, it takes pretty good controller skill or keyboard. I'm a keyboard player, which is probably part of the reason I can't do it.
It takes a lot of control in general to do.
Yeah. Oh, Xarnax takes the game over. It's not too far away though. Slammer into the maze. He should get his glove. Not too long. Did he do P1? He did do P1. Awesome.
Yes.
Okay, so all right then.
Slamu has 1 and 6 done, where Xarnax only has 1, but knows where Barba is. The question is whether or not he will actually go for the jackhammer again. Which I wouldn't blame him if he does. I will say it is a more flashy strat, but at the same time, it's a very, very fast way to kill her.
It's a lot of stabs at attack 3, right? You're looking at like 30 stabs probably, so you have to have precise control.
Yeah, it's like 60 hits. It's a lot.
60? Holy crap.
Well, you also have to think about the difference in the attack effectiveness.
Oh, I suppose, yeah. I haven't really been keeping track of how good attack 3 is. Yeah, that was
neither
like
have I, but
that was like
really
8 hits
good.
there, so I think it's closer to 30 than 60, but still, it's a lot, and the room for error is so high.
Yeah, gotta be careful here.
All right, Slammer about to get his glove. Here we go. So, and if Xarnax can take down Barbie here, then we are basically in a dead heat. I think Xarnax might have turned in the trophy for Reflect.
I don't
already
think so yet.
Yeah, maybe. Well, he came back west, but I think you're right. He's gone south, and nobody's gone back yet. So, I am talking out my butt.
And there is Barba down for Xarnax, as Slamu coming back in to Rudo, turning in the trophy to pick up that beautiful, beautiful Reflect spell.
Xarnax gonna get a nice double level here too. Maybe 3, 4, 5, just 1 magic level behind Slammer, but for all intents and purposes, we are tied right up here. Slammer's like 45 seconds ahead, maybe, if I had to put a time on it.
Yeah, this is a pretty close race, all things considered.
Yeah, so what do our runners do now? Oh, what happened? Oh, okay. Oh, Slammer's going to get his down stab. He hasn't done that yet.
Yeah, and Xarnax will need to go turn in the trophy, and maybe will turn in the medicine as well.
No, there's no way Slammer didn't get down stab before, right? Oh, he didn't! Wow, I'm surprised he didn't do that first.
Slamu hadn't been back to grab down stab yet.
That's right. He skipped the boots hint. Yeah, he doesn't care. The only thing that control us now is... there's nothing that control us. We know where all 3 on the west are. We know we're both on the east are. We know where the maze. We know where GP. Yeah, it's go time. Slammer did not even take life, of course, as we predicted. Not gonna spend the time to walk turn that life spell, so...
Gonna hit the palace here in the caldera and be ready to go.
Slammer is indeed playing as the Dragon Lord. Oh, absolutely, boots are useful, but even if he gets the hint in 2, but there's a, like, unless they're acquired, there's a 0% chance he's ever gonna go hunt down the boots in 2. If he gets them along the way by accident, cool, but I don't think he ever will worry too much about them. Although, there is a good point that walking through the canyons and stuff might actually save him some time, but still, I don't know, it's kind of moot.
I see how Xarnax is planning on routing this out if everything works. Or at least I saw how he was going to go for it, but instead he has turned around. Because it looks like he was about to go through the east to then swing back over here to the west and then do the east, come back, finish out the west, go to the maze, go into GP.
Oh right, he hasn't actually done that. He left Magic Container Cave. He doesn't know it's just a candle, but I might have been tempted to pop in there and do it now because it could be a heart container, which is kind of valuable right now for these guys. But he was just actually looking for the way to the caldera. He just didn't remember where it was. He did see it now, so both runners going into this P4 in the caldera. Oh jeez. Nice.
Very, very nice double kill.
I don't think anybody's goose is cooked yet. We got a race here. Again, Xarnax, he bled a little bit of time looking for that connector, but I mean, we're talking like a minute, maybe a minute and a half. That's nothing when you have 5 and 2 and GP left to go.
Yeah, because I mean GP is, and I use quotes for this, the great equalizer. Anything that can go wrong in GP will go wrong.
Did Slammer just go to the right of a glove? Oh, I see. It's the Canadian hole room. I didn't see the first half of it, so I was like, oh, I think he wanted to jump over and he fell in the Canadian hole. Oh,
no, he actually needed to fall into the hole because if he continued right, it was a dead end, and
okay, good.
Another dead end.
He just cast jump, so I thought he was preparing to go over the Canadian hole, and he missed. I was gonna just absolutely bust his chops on it, but if he meant to fall in, I suppose we'll allow it.
Any hit here will end up causing Slamu to take a death, so he definitely has to be careful.
Oh no, it's the Bony Bros. Careful. They've been working out. Oh, that's so unlucky.
Gob, he took you down.
No, he got taken down. It's the revenge of the Bony Bros. Ever since I swapped sprites, they've leveled up, man. They're harder to kill than ever. They sapped my powers. Oh, Slammer finds the boss! And that death actually works out because he would have had to die anyway.
Yup.
Wait, Xarnax takes the drop right away, though. This is going to catch him up some time. He didn't go to the other room and check that. He immediately took the drop and went left.
Xarnax did see the dead end, but realized it about the same time that Slamu did, and has made up a little bit of ground here on this palace.
Yeah, I think he's gonna have to take a death here, unfortunately, but I don't think he has enough to cast Reflect. I want to say, so. Let's see the gem placement. 3745. Oh! If that would have been a jar, that would have been clutch, but he doesn't know it yet, but that death is perfectly fine.
I mean, he's about to know it, and he'll be like, oh, okay.
Yep, he'll be like, oh, I would have to die anyway. Or he's also thinking, oh, crap, he didn't cast Reflect. Okay, we're good. He might also be thinking, if that was a jar, I wouldn't have had to die, but... These risky strats, man! I'm telling you guys, the corner is the safe part. Nobody will listen to me.
Or just hold down and do down stabs.
What? What are you talking about?
Because, I mean, if you jump while you have down stab, the lower part of your sprite ends up reflecting the beams.
You could also just stop holding the down button. Just saying.
But where's the fun in that?
Okay, touche. You got me there. Oh, Xarnax? Oh, he game overed. Oh no.
I mean, at least he knows the path, and he'll be able to get back there relatively quickly.
Yeah, but it's a good walk. It's not free by any means, right? It's a good 6 rooms, something like that.
It is.
Attack 4 not looking too... Wait, he just opened a key door that he...
Because there was a key in this room that he picked up that was going to be used to open up the door.
The elevator. Right. I was like, how did he get through that key door? But I forgot they don't have the magic key, so...
Correct.
So Slammer gonna build his key a little bit.
It's actually very possible that they won't have the magic key at all in this.
Look, chat is going off on whose goose is cooked and whose is not. You guys have the freest answer in the world for whose goose isn't cooked, because that's Mirai, because the dude is still preheating his oven.
Yup.
I'm very disappointed that you didn't come to that conclusion before I did, chat.
And don't get me wrong, we love Mirai.
Do we, though? Now we do, I guess.
But, at the same time, the whole preheat the oven quote definitely is because of him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we have a good observation from Nochi? Sorry if I say your name incorrectly.
Yep,
No chat. Xarnax does not have thunder yet, so he's got to find that town and get that as well. So yeah, Slamu is slowly expanding his lead.
That he is. And Slamu just cruising through palaces here, no problem.
Yeah, 4, 5, 6 at this point. Sorry, go ahead.
Nah, finish it. You were actually going right where I was.
I was going to say, he's reaching the point where he's not going to need too many more levels to get to sort of his... it's not really go mode in this game, but as a runner, if you play more and more, you realize the higher the levels go, the less they really give to you, right? The difference between attack 5 and 6 is lots of times very little, if not negligible. Life is the one you probably notice the most, and potentially magic, but... Anyway, yeah, that was my thought, is that he's getting to the point where he might burn some gems. I don't think, obviously not yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see some slammer burns the last couple palaces.
Yeah, I mean, he's only got 3 palaces remaining, so we could be looking at a 5, 6, 7, but... Even still, only having 4 hearts is
Look at Xarnax.
A little scary.
Look at Xarnax. Did you see that?
Okay, that's a way to do it.
News. This man must have thumbs of steel, dude. He can jackhammer like no tomorrow, and then he just stands there and violently like jackhammers the floor. I don't think he got hit by a single one. Yeah, Corsican in chat's got it. I'm not gonna say it out loud, but that was
no, Corsican, you definitely got it.
That was epic, man. Wow. New strat unlocked, guys. Holy. It's time to train my thumb. Cue the Rocky montage. This thumb needs training, man, if I'm gonna do anything like that. That was epic.
I mean, you could mash with your thumb, you could mash with an index finger.
Actually,
just take your pick.
The way it'd be my middle finger because that's my S button for me. So time to work out this middle finger, guys.
EMP saying Tetris strats.
Tetris strats.
You're not wrong. Okay. It
right.
is equivalent to hyper tapping.
That's my next game to play then. Let me get out the sweatband, turn on some Tetris. That's gonna be my warm-up game from now on, actually. Hey, Angel, yeah, me too. Probably drop my coffee cup the next morning when I go to pick it up if I did what he just did. Xarnax in Medicine Cave. What do we... I don't think we saw this, did we?
No, I don't think we did. Although
yeah,
I was
sorry,
going to say, if you wanted to work on that, what you could do is you could play Mario Party 2 or 4.
Oh my lord. Oh my Lanta. Okay, we got to cross out of here. If that was the key, that could have actually helped out Xarnax a fair bit, but... Yeah, I'm a keyboard player. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I was for a long time, and then I heard Level Engine's keyboard player, and then when I heard that, I was like, look, one day I'll get to his level. But once I knew he was a keyboard player, then I was like, alright, I'll admit it, I guess. Ah, it was Boulder Block. Good call, Trails.
Yes,
so Medicine Cave was Boulder Block. Yeah. I actually like that, because if he's feeling... I don't know if he's feeling behind or not, but... The key would definitely not do wonders, but it would just be something you don't have to worry about, right? You don't have to conserve magic for doors. Might save you a death, right? Slowly over time, it could probably add up to its value at this point. Victor Santa Fe is a keyboard... Yeah, keyboard players unite! Dude, I have the thumbs of a 4-year-old. Like, I have little baby sausages for thumbs. I can't do it. I can't sit there on a controller all day. I can't even barely reach the top button. It's too much for me. Pair that with boomer hands, it's not happening.
That's a description, baby sausage thumbs.
That's what they are, man. That's why I'm a keyboard player. Tell it like it is, alright?
Yeah, but you play well on keyboard.
It's alright. Alright, let's refocus on the runners. I feel like I'm talking about myself too much. I feel like a scumbag now.
Hey, we got on the topic of keyboard play.
True. Well, that play by Xarnax was literally inspiring. I want to fire up my freaking emulator right now and try that, because that was awesome.
It was amazing to see.
That's why he's the certified Gooma getter.
Alright.
Going across Saria to... Is he just going to the maze? Is there a way... The maze? No, this... We don't need to go to the maze right now, right? That's GP.
I think he's hitting the raft tile.
Ah! Smart! Yeah, that's probably faster than walking through that garbage DM to get to the east again.
Yup. And... Slamu, just unfortunately, has been spending so much time here in this 5.
Yeah, welcome to level 5. If you guys ever have 20 minutes to kill and aren't worried about that, just friggin... Oh look, spike tile in front of a cave. Thanks, Elendar.
P5 being P5, and someone bringing up Saria's almost makes me bring up Agama's.
Wait, it's Saria, not Saria? Saria? Is this the key? I hope this is the key. Oh, yeah.
I mean, more magic's nice.
Yeah, that's not useless. I still think a key would have been the best thing to find there, but hey, 7 magic containers now.
I thought you might have, Sayaka.
Wait, you guys are not trolling? His keyboard was actually one of those guitar keyboards they used in the 80s. No way. That is legendary. Actually, yeah, somebody making a good point. This is technically Z2R After Dark, you know.
Technically.
But we gotta keep it, like, professional here. I'll let chat, you know, do the dirty business. I won't say it out loud, though. Oh, Xarnax is looking for Thunder, I think.
I think so.
That'd be my guess, right? He's trying to think of which town he hasn't gone to yet. Oh, no.
So, Slamu had a very unfortunate loop just happen.
Oh my goodness, man.
He's back at the start of 5.
Oh, no way. That feels so awful when you take this huge, like, 10-room play and then it just takes you back to the start. You're like, really? Then
you just
decide,
have
which way
that
do
blank
do
look
turn
on your face.
around? Yep. Like, really, man? You're gonna do this to me?
And watch this elevator up. It's gonna go straight to Goomba.
Don't you dare say that. That's mean. This is the item, though.
Hey, next best thing.
Okay!
Kidding me!
Well, I think it's time to base the goose. That's a great find for Mr. Slamu.
Yeah,
That's gonna cause the magic issues to be nothing at this point.
the goose had been marinating. Now it's time to take that marinade and definitely give it a good basting.
What did we marinate this goose in, by the way? I must know.
I mean, the real question is, what would you prefer to have it marinated in?
I mean, I was gonna call you out if you didn't say it was marinated in the medicine. To be honest with you. Sorry, the water of life. Clearly the best marinade in all of Hyrule.
But we don't know what flavor the water of life is.
Well, you will if you marinate it.
Okay, that's fair.
Wow, the blood of our enemies. Okay, then. That's a little dark, but alright.
EMP, this is why I've missed you.
Well, you know, we'll take it. Honestly, that's how I feel some days playing this game. So I can fully understand that. Alright, Xarnax fighting Spell, I think?
Gonna jump into the basement. And inside the basement, we see a heart container.
Honestly, knowing now where the key is, that's probably the next best thing to find. Four heart containers is pretty nerve-wracking going into GP, I will say.
I mean, you're right. You at least have that
spell. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say you at least have that little bit of a safety net with 5.
Yeah, I mean, the more heart containers you get, the more value shield gets, right? Because shield essentially doubles your health, right? Because you take half damage. So every heart container at this point is every heart container above 4 is just more and more value. So.
Oh yeah, and the spell tower check coming in.
I forget what was in here.
A flute.
Ah, the flute or the tutor. If you know, you know. There cannot be much left of this 5, right? Unless Slammer is just like continually leaping around, he's gotta be at the boss here pretty quick. This might be the boss right here, actually.
Nope.
It's not.
This 5 has just been gnarly. And that's the best word I can use to describe it.
That was beautiful, dude. That brought me back. You know what that brought me back to? I mean, if you say no to this question, I'm never speaking to you again. Did you play Super Mario World for Super Nintendo?
I may or may not speedrun it from time to time.
You're fired. All the special levels are named different things like tubular.
Way cool, and gnarly, tubular.
Yeah, one of them's named gnarly.
Groovy, outrageous, funky.
Okay. So you baited me then. Okay, thank God.
I did.
We were gonna not be friends if you hadn't played that game. Anyway, that's when you say gnarly. That's what brought me back to. And it was also the best description of 5 that I could think of at the moment. So well played.
I mean, like I said, I may or may not speedrun it.
Oh, we've got a Goomba.
Hey, Goomba!
All right. Time for the Golden Dragon Lord to do his work. Oh yeah, Slammer is definitely de-rusted at this point. He's looking good. Nice triple hits on the chain dodge. I love it.
Beautiful triples at that.
Holy dude, attack 4 has done nothing. Okay, Goomba can have You only see 8 life bars, but the bosses can have up to 50% more life, so they can actually technically have 12 bars of life. You just can't see that, so this attack form might not be that bad. But it's pretty disheartening when you hit Guma like friggin' 16 times and he doesn't even take a bar off.
Yeah.
This attack 4 looks okay.
I mean, this attack 4
typical.
really hasn't been bad, but
no,
Guma definitely max rolled.
Yeah, his thighs are thick today, that's for sure. I don't think Slammer can take another hit.
He can.
Oh, Lord. Oh, okay, wow. Wait a minute, did he only take 1 bar of life?
He did only take
6?
1.
That's amazing life effectiveness, holy crap. I know he's shielded, but still. Feels like Guma slaps you for a couple bars, even shielded at that life level, so maybe the life effectiveness is pretty hot right now. That bodes well, considering we only have 4 containers, at least on Slammer's side. Oh, Xarnax! Go!
Xarnax did make it through. He's going after the boots.
Yeah, at this point, unfortunately, not probably going to save him enough time to make up for getting them, I would say, but definitely going to help him traverse the overworld, no doubt about it.
I mean, he might be able to save time in that 5 if he does end up going the right way. And
yeah, Slammer, Slammer was in there for how long, right? Like 12 minutes, maybe? He was in there a long time.
So the time between his P3 and P4 splits that I can see is almost 17 minutes.
Oh, Lord. Well, yeah, he wasn't in there for all of that, but still, that's a lot of potential time, yeah? But it looks so long, I don't know if, like, I don't think there's some magical path that'll get you there in, like, 3 rooms. So I think it's a long slog either way, but let's see if Xarnax can make up some time there. Nice fireball strats, love to see it.
And he's got both the heads grouped up, so he's able to just take them down and not have anything to worry about in this room.
Yeah, that Guma was like, you know what? I saw that fireball strats and that double dip. We're out of here. Yeet.
One of my favorite rooms that I like to call the teeth room.
Which one is that?
The one that has the ceiling coming down and every single hole in it just looks like a spot for a different tooth.
Oh yeah, that's a good call actually. I see it now, yeah. Now we're making nice... Whoa, did I jinx him? Oh, jeez. Oh, man. I'm sorry, Big Slammu.
That's alright. Take 2.
Yeah, he's got him this time. Yeah, attack 5 looks great. 2 hits to get Rebo off is nice. And there we go.
There's the Rebo fight that we were looking for.
Slammer only has P2 left, and, I mean, you could have a potentially free helmet head, depending on, you know, how the elevators go and stuff, but I'm gonna say the sub-hour GP is very slimly alive, but hanging by a thread. I'm sorry, J-Lo.
Yeah, the sub-hour GP entry is definitely hanging by a thread, and it all depends upon how Slammu ends up going through this. But look at this mob coming out of the drippers. A red IK.
Okay. How much were they giving for XP?
I want to say... Well, honestly, I'm not sure, because I was going to say 200, but I know that was... They're only giving 50.
50. And nothing at the end. I think Xarnax was looking for a key there. I don't blame him for going into that room without having the fairy yet. Although he does have 8 bars, but still. Getting a free key for walking, 20 seconds isn't a bad idea.
Alright, Slammu seems to have misplaced 2.
Yeah, I don't remember where it was at all, actually. Okay, I think I'm just realizing that Big Slimy's crop has actually been off this whole time. Here it is. And nobody yelled at me about it either.
How dare you? And that's the most yelling you're gonna get from me.
It looks fine on the program, so I'm just gonna say skill issue somewhere. I don't know where, but well, that's how I know Mariah's not watching and is asleep. He would definitely be yelling at me about the crop.
Oh, absolutely.
Man's got a fine attention for detail, and I appreciate it as a fellow detail-oriented person. Wait a minute. Now I'm getting called out about the crops. What have I done? Oh, man.
You left yourself open for it.
I did, didn't I?
Look at how little health this helmet head has.
Oh, Summer. Did we get to it? Oh, we didn't in time. Oh, well, we see how free this 2 is, though. So I think the Slammer will be on the boss here pretty quick, no? Oh no, this is the room Xarnax was in a while ago. Yeah, excuse me.
Yeah, I was about to say, this is closer to the start of the palace.
Right, yeah, so actually I think it's the complete opposite of what I said. Don't listen to me. I think it's going to take him a few minutes here, so... Yeah, anyway, especially our dream is dead anyway.
Especially if he decides to take this elevator, because... okay, Slamu is not taking the elevator. I was going to say, because that would eat up a little bit of time.
A man after my own heart. Stay on the same level. That's my my house rule. Otherwise, I get completely lost in palaces when I start going. Did I go up this elevator? Did I do what am I doing here?
You mean you don't get lost in palaces in general?
I mean, I didn't say that, but I intend not to get lost by doing this strategy. I'm not saying it works that great.
Did I just miss Xarnax super jump?
Oh, I think so, yeah.
And there is upstab for Xarnax.
Man, I need to learn that.
Surprisingly, it's not as bad as you'd think.
Surprisingly, I am as bad as you think, though.
Well...
You have overestimated my skills.
I mean, you say that. And Slamu has made it to the helmet head.
Wow, it's a 2-shot, I think. Oh!
3-shot.
We get to see the pasty bald head. Somebody said that in chat earlier. Thank you, Mr. Home Wrecker, for that one. Now that's an emote I need very badly. You are so bad. Thank you.
Just derailed me.
I love it. Alright, here we go. Slammer with the save. Boy, if he just cut his time in half in P5, he would have easily sub-houred into GP. He's probably feeling really, really terrible about that P5 right now.
Yeah, but I don't foresee Slamu feeling that far behind.
Yeah, no, he's played pretty damn well, other than that 5. And I mean, that can happen to both runners, right? That's 5 for you.
Oh, yeah. I mean, 5 can do 5 things at any given point in time.
Yep.
All right. Slamu traversing through Fairy Cave, soon to be headed over to GP. Xarnax coming into this 5. If he routes this correctly, this will end up saving him so much time. But I don't see him doing it.
Yeah, I mean, there's still the potential for something kind of close here because 5's right there. 3 is just right in Death Valley for free. So, I mean, if he somehow God routes this 5, and I don't think 3 was that bad at all, There is definitely a world in where he gets into GP not that long after Slamu.
Yeah, but the problem now is that he's already going the wrong way in 5. But depending upon how far he gets, yeah,
Oh no! He still needs
might be
Thunder
good.
too.
Yeah, I don't think he's picked up Thunder.
No, yeah, he doesn't have it on his tracker.
Oh no.
It was definitely at the bottom somewhere, I want to say, of the East. Obviously, the East.
Yeah. I just don't remember where in the bottom of the East, but Slamu going in to GP here before too long at 567.
Yeah, Attack 5 feels pretty good. I mean, life effectiveness at life 6 was pretty good, so life 7's got to be at least as good. Probably a little bit better. And he's got a key, so I don't think magic is going to be... Well, there's not that many key doors usually in GP anyway, so...
Yeah, key doors in GP are fairly rare occurrences, so we don't get to see them all that often.
Certain... Oh, I missed the cost of Thunder, dang it. I might have seen it still be 80, maybe. I'm just going to count on J-Lo because he has Eagle Eyes.
104.
Nope, looks like 68.
Hey, exactly, Drossi.
Attack 6 is 100% cheating. But not for me. And you.
I mean, it's getting there for me.
I played a seed 2 or 3 nights ago where I happened to luck into like just an attack power leveling strat super early, and I ended with attack 8, and let me tell you something, that man gave me the business for having attack 8. It was incredible. Yeah, so Inochi knows what's up. Alright, Slammer taking a right at the first, what color is this? Like, it's like a muted gold, kind of. Oh, we got a downstab block here. Nice. Oh, the bird does get him.
You know, the color that I will use to describe this GP is color.
Okay. Oh, okay.
That is what color it is. It is color.
It's a color. Gets through. That's a tough room. That bird can really take you to town. Potato chip. I love it.
Ooh, potato chip color. Yes, thank you, Oboe.
Yeah, well played. Drossi, we can't say that. We can't repeat that on stream. But I'm with you. I'm with you. Holy moly. Chat has been absolutely on fire tonight.
Y'all
On
are
fuego,
awesome.
some would say. Alright, Xarnax trolling through 5. Is he gonna get the key? That would help him out a fair bit, but he's got 8 containers, so I don't think it would be the end of the world.
I mean, it looks like he's heading in the direction to get the key. And... Waffles!
Oh! How did he not die? Dude, the life effectiveness is legendary here. I don't know how he didn't die in the fire.
And those were some amazing dodges.
Yeah, that was really nice.
He didn't go for the quantum leap there, but I can still appreciate just getting through.
Yeah, but he had like a third of a life bar and he got hit by spicy chicken fire, even still shielded. I mean, that kills you in like 95% of the seeds, I feel like.
Alright.
More junctions.
Another split and a death!
The Ravy boy gets him on the way down. Damn, that sucks. We're gonna have a king bot here. Oh! Okay,
there he is! This GP is going against what you normally say, Gob.
I mean, it depends on how much you like this color. This color is kind of... Yeah, it's kind of like neutral-ish to me, so... But yeah, this GP so far hasn't been very nice. Yeah, my theory is the nicer the color of the GP, the nastier it is. If I walk in, excuse me, not you. This is my crazy theory. If I walk in and I see like a garbage brown palette, I am like very happy inside. If I see like a nice baby blue, I am sweating. Gets the jar, unfortunately useless. Another junction, dude? And I don't think we've looped yet. This is crazy. Oh, he's turning around. Or did he loop? No, there's no way. We have not seen this room with the generators and the bird yet.
No, he looped.
Okay. Yeah, I'll trust him over me. Oh! He just about got baited by a pea bag. Dude, that would have been very sad if he died to that.
That's a moment that it happens and you're like, oh, come on.
Yep. I mean, that sound, it's like Pavlov's whistle, right? You hear the pea bag sound and you're just like, oh, what we got here?
Pretty much.
Okay, so that was a dead end. That way was a loop. Is he just gonna go left here? So I think this is what is a... this is a junction, so I think he's gonna go left here.
Xarnax still traversing through 5 here. Did pick up the key.
Yeah, looks like 5 was not free no matter what. He did get the key. Okay, yeah, that's good for him.
And that's going to be a game over there for Slamu.
Well, that opens the door slightly. Xarnax has a potential path not to take, which is what he needs to catch up. But I mean, this is going to have to be like a pretzel, and Xarnax is going to have to find his way super well.
And that's going to be the hard part.
Yep. Absolutely. He's got this and 3, so I believe he will probably also, should he enter before Slamu finishes, enter at 5, 6, 7. 2 more magic containers and 1 more heart container, which, as we're seeing, as good as life effectiveness is, actually that makes it even better that he's got an extra heart container, because that extra container with the high life effectiveness makes it, I can't say the word, effectiveness, makes it even more valuable, so.
It's a tough word to say.
It is. Alright, this looks like an elevator we haven't seen yet, or at least I haven't.
Hey, look. Another split.
Oh, he still has to find Thunder. I keep forgetting about that. Yeah, it looks like Xarnax is having the same trouble Slamu had.
But yeah, Xarnax definitely still needing to find Thunder. That's not going to be helpful by any means.
I'm just trying to think of the route that he would take there, because he is currently west, and he's got to go east, I think, to the south side to get it, and yeah, without boots, it's not particularly easy to get to, I don't recall.
Oh, one of my favorite landing rooms, Twin Peaks.
Yeah, you call it Twin Peaks, I call it something else which I can't say on stream either, but it's kind of sometimes how I feel about the seeds when I'm playing them and I find that room in GP. It's very apt. Oh, this is tricky. Oh, he's gonna join you for the party. Yep. Nice bop back. Is that gonna buy him enough time? Jump. Oh, he can still join you up there. King bot for fun. Careful, he'll continue to jump and come back up into the bottom.
Actually, he's made that high enough.
Oh, okay, good.
And here's Thunderbird.
Wow.
With as much
That
of,
is...
I'm wondering if enough of the palace was seen for this to be an instant Dark Link afterwards, but we have to see how well Slamu ends up playing this Thunderbird fight, and considering how well he's been playing the rest of the seed, I don't see him messing this up.
You did not just try to calm curse him. Come on, man.
No,
two
I'm actually
lives in
being
the bag,
serious.
Right? Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. His boss fights have been pretty good tonight. Also, who dies to T-Bird? Especially twice.
Us.
Yeah, us. Spoiler alert. Us in the last race we just played. Oh. It's okay, he's easily fixable. Yep, we're good.
I mean, pendulum's
like
still
that.
intact.
Okay, it's fixable from the left. Oh, he's gonna try to... Okay, now it's all out of beans here.
Nope, back on track.
Here we go. I don't know if we've seen enough to call for... I mean, I think there might be a few rooms before Dark Link, but definitely feasible that the Dark Link could be right after here. Yeah, Xarnax just unfortunately lost in P5. It took Slammer, what, we think probably 15 minutes to find his way too, so obviously
thereabouts.
Pretty convoluted.
All right, Slamu has made it past Thunderbird. Now the question is, will there be more at GP? And the answer is yes! There's more!
There is more. How much more is the question? I don't... If Slammer was on his last life, I'd be more... Oh! Does he have a key?
He's
got the key. Right! Oh, man. Dude, he is probably thanking his lucky stars he grabbed that key. That's so... That is so mean to put that room after Thunderbird, man. Holy... I mean, that key... So, 5 being so gross, allowing you to find the magic key was a little bit of a blessing in disguise, because if you had god routed that and not found the key... Are there keys in the drop pool from something? I don't know what.
Small enemies, if I remember correctly, but this is Flamu's last life.
I was going to say that. There's not that many small enemies in GP, and they're not free to kill except for those ropes, right?
I mean,
I guess
aren't bad.
Yeah. These guys are also small enemies.
The third one's going to join the party. And here comes the fourth.
They want in on the fun, yeah. They say, hey guys, what's going on over here? Making sure one of them doesn't jump up and bop them into the lava by accident, and you panic down, stab, and miss, and oh, geez, okay! It was 3 rooms, called it. Oof, what a GP!
There, it is. This GP was a thing.
Oh, geez, Slammer, come on. I mean, he's got to take, like, what? A bunch of 8 hits or something, so there's no way. He's going to down stab to victory. There it is, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children who are up way too late. Get your GGs in the chat for the Mr. Big Slamu with a first place time of 1:16:29.
And
Xarnax with the DNF. No surprise.
Yeah, after being stuck in that 5, I can't blame him.
Yep, absolutely.
And we are joined by Slamu. GG's,
Mr.
dude.
Slammer.
Thanks. That was a seed. I don't know. I felt like clearing early felt really good, going all the way to the east and doing things. So can't complain about that one.
So I have one question that I want to open up with to you. How about that 5?
Yeah, I think I saw every single room there. That was pretty insane.
Yeah, Xarnax was still, unfortunately, in 5. Oh, there's Xarnax right there. Let me drag him in. There we go. We got both runners. GG's.
GG, Slamu.
GG, Xarnax. Thanks for racing me at the ungodly hour of 1 a.m. Eastern.
Oh, it's like dinner time.
Perfect. There we go.
My man.
Oh my goodness, that was awful.
I was about to say 5, and that's all that needs to be said.
I've been in 5 for the last 20-ish minutes, and I still have no idea where to go.
The first left would have actually taken you to the correct path to go to Guma.
I took the first left at least once. I was going down that path again. Yeah, there were so many repeat rooms. I may have just thought I looped and I didn't. I don't know.
Yeah, I saw every room in there. I saw a couple twice, and I probably spent, I don't know, 12 to 15 minutes in it. It was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we estimated, probably around the 15-ish minute mark. It was a nasty, nasty P5.
Yes, it was. The start was. This is my second seed in a row where I just took 5 deaths before I got anywhere.
Yeah, that was super interesting. Like I figured out pretty quickly that we're going through Death Mountain. I just didn't know how far that was going to have to take us. So
Yeah, I didn't figure it out quickly.
Yeah, so having to go through DM to then get to the east in order to be able to then get to the other side of the caldera to access Saria as well as Raru, if I'm not mistaken, and on top of that, find the bridge that led to Maze Island, which ultimately led to GP. This seed had a very interesting layout.
Yeah, it was. Progression was. You had to look in the right spot. And I did. The map was confusing enough that I just forgot what I had explored and what I hadn't. And there were especially in Palace 5, I'm sure people were saying what's he doing? He just did that. And at that point my brain was so fried. I was like, I know I just did this, but I don't remember what I saw at the end. I need to do it again just so I can confidently say this is not the way.
Oh, we were just as lost as you, don't worry. We had absolutely no idea what to do in that 5, so I wouldn't worry about that.
Yeah, I can keep pretty good track of the palaces. This 5, I was completely lost in.
Yep.
While you guys were running through it.
I do have to ask, Xarnax, though. You might have coined a new strat on Karok. Now, excuse me, I'm going to quote someone from chat who called it the teabag strat. Where you just violently mash the down button, and you ended up blocking everything that was hitting you. It was amazing.
On the 4th try. But yeah, I've done that. I know Aaron2U2 has said a few times that he's a big fan of middle staying as close to the middle as possible. And I've seen that a few times, and I figured, if he spawns right next to you and you don't know if it's gonna be high or low, just if you're just constantly mashing, you've got more than a 1-frame window that you're blocking. So if it hits you and it's low and you're high, but you're in the transition, you can still block it. I've been doing that for a few races, and it's worked out mostly pretty well.
Yeah, this is the first time I saw it in action live. It was very epic to watch.
And I do want to ask another question on that, Xarnax. With how you do that, is it similar to hyper tapping in classic Tetris by chance?
I don't hyper tap, but it's the same idea. It's just mash as fast as you can, so you're always transitioning between crouching and non-crouching.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still going to petition that we remove the trigonometry from the game and let Karok shoot straight again. But that's just me.
No,
that's just me.
It's too late.
Anti-trig.
I enjoy this flag.
Wow.
That flag.
It
does
I
make
like it at this one.
It is much less free for sure.
How do you feel, Slammer? I was said a few times tonight. You definitely, it's looking like the rust is off for sure. You looked much better in this seed than you did the first couple of weeks.
Yeah, the red Dyra early didn't feel good. Game overing in that palace. But outside of that, yeah, I cruised through DM, no concerns on life. Felt like I wasn't really running out of. I wasn't running into things like I was 2 weeks ago. The GP game over is what it is. When you're on 4 hearts in GP,
Damn.
Yeah,
it is what it is. But
I mean-
honestly, it didn't hurt me because I felt like I'd cleared out most of that whole leg, so I knew I had to turn around and go all the way back to the beginning anyways.
Man, there was a point when I was just hoping GP was nasty, because I had 5 hearts. I didn't have like life or shield were both like way out of the way, so I figured you didn't pick either of those up. And I felt so far behind by the time I really was mostly in go mode, and I was like, if I'm going to GP, I'm picking up shield and or life, and just hope that it's almost virtually required to survive GP, and that might have given me a shot.
I actually had the kid before I hit Darunia, so I picked up the shield.
Oh wow!
So I had shield.
That makes sense. Yeah, I got the kid right after I picked up upstab.
Oh yeah, I love it when you wrong order that perfectly. Honestly, I think one of the biggest things for me was I picked up fairy and I really wanted to up A and go back.
Get down stab. Yeah.
Get down stab. Well, get down stab. Clear. I mean, see what was
Fairy
on
cave,
the caldera. See what was through the fairy cave. But I stuck it out mostly because of the 2 caves on the west that were both item caves that were both boulder blocked. I'm like, well, maybe I'll find the hammer over here. Ended up not really finding any other items in the east. I think I didn't find either one of the item caves in the east. Obviously, no water tile.
Right.
And then I also never got the 6 container item out of the town either. So
that was the only heart I found.
yeah, I knew there was a heart in 3. I've kind of assumed most of the rest of the stuff was hearts. The hammer had to be somewhere.
I never even made it to 3.
3 was, I think, 4 or 5 rooms for me. That was a quick
Okay.
one. I did 3 before I did
Palace. I forget
2.
which
I
one.
think.
Hammer was in Palace 4.
Yeah, 4. I was gonna say. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. I did not get the item out of there. I went up before going left, I think.
Yeah, Hammer was in 4, where we saw a hint earlier on, and I think it was from you, Xarnax, that boots were in 2.
Yes. Yeah, the hammer I actually may not have gotten, because Karak was like 3 or 4 rooms in, but I got there fairly early, and my levels were terrible, and I died. Like I game overed on Karak like 2 or 3 times, or 2 or 3 deaths, game overed, and then I was like, I'm gonna go look for the item, and maybe I'll get enough experience to get a life level or something, and give me a little bit better chance to survive. And the hammer was maybe 2 more rooms in.
Oh yeah, that's not bad then.
And then
did you clear those item caves or no?
I did. They were, I think, the cross and the trophy,
Oh man, sweet items.
or maybe a magic jar.
I guess I knew the
think it was,
trophy was in the west.
Yeah,
so-
it was a magic jar.
Yeah, I was say I
Yeah.
already had the trophy. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, you guys
yeah.
had the trophy for Reflect, I think, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't think a 7th magic container would have done me any good in GP. So
No,
I would have taken a
don't
5th
think
heart,
so.
especially because on life 7 with shield on, the fireball still did 2 full bars to me. So
Well, that's
Yeah.
That's fun.
That fireball was hitting you pretty hard, and
I mean, you had plenty of extra magic. You could have used reflect.
yeah, I probably should have.
Yeah,
Odds of
wow.
taking 2 hits with reflect up are pretty low.
Yeah, I just didn't know how much was left behind there, and I'm glad I didn't because I needed most of my magic to make it through the rest of the GP after that too.
Oh wow.
Part of that was I was getting sloppy, but that was not a free GP by any means.
no, it really wasn't. But I mean, you ended up breezing through the post Thunderbird stuff, heading to Darklink.
Yeah, I mean it's one of those. I think I probably saw 20 plus rooms on the first go, off on the right hand side, and then basically went back to the first left, which is still 4 rooms in, and I thought it couldn't have been 2 or 3 more rooms, and I ended up going 5 rooms before Darklink. So every single screen transition, you're hoping for that black background, and you never get it.
Right.
But this one
Yeah,
worked
man,
out.
you must have been. I mean, I probably had at least 20 minutes left.
Yeah,
man, yeah,
probably.
It could have been more. When I was 2 was I think my second. I had 2 and 3 left. They were the only, and I couldn't remember. No, 2, 3, and 5 when I was in 2, and I couldn't remember how I had found 3 and 5 the first time. I still don't remember. Was there
5 was right there out of.
like how did there were 2 ways to get to the east, right?
Yes, one was the raft.
Yeah, and
The other was
cave.
the other was the cave through Death Mountain. They both came from Death Mountain. They were like 12 squares away from each other. You could see them both.
Oh, okay. So okay, that's because I thought I remembered going through Death Mountain to get to the east, and then when I went through Death Mountain again, I guess I took the raft the second time, and I was like, wait, I haven't been here. This isn't how I got here. How did I get here the first time? I couldn't remember. And so then when I was in 2, and I was like, okay, will I be able to get to 3 and 5 from here, or do I need to go back like up an A and start over and go remember how I got there the first time? So what I was thinking all that, and I was like, maybe I should just stay in here and get the boots, and then I can just walk around and find it. But ended up gambling, leaving 2, and was able to just take a pass-through cave to get there. But
yeah, I still don't know where the item caves are. I guess they were through that first transition cave.
I mean, it was an islands biome, right?
So
maybe
the biome over in the east, I thought it was a river canyon by the look. That's probably.
Yeah, it was a river canyon.
I see a bunch of water, and I always think islands. I always forget river is a thing. But yeah, so they could have very well have been boots blocked.
I think you forget river is a thing because I think in one of the versions, wasn't Dry Canyon the only one? Like River Canyon never popped up.
Yeah, there was one of the versions that river canyons were not showing up in, and because I've heard stories about that version, and every time the seed would have rolled a river canyon, it instead rolled a dry canyon.
Ah, yeah, that was a bug about a year ago, I want to say. Yeah,
was that the 404? Good thing we've got Elendar being awesome and working on this thing continuously, and everybody else.
J-Robe. Yep.
Oh yeah.
All right. It's late. So
I was about to say it's like 2:40 for you, isn't it, Slamu?
No, I'm back on the West Coast now, so it's only 12:40. I'm good.
Okay.
Nice.
But I'm on East Coast time in my brain, so I'm gonna call it here and say thank you to both of you guys as well as the ZSR restreamer on this thing. And was it JLo tracking?
Yeah, that's me too.
It was JLo tracking. Gob did restream. We had a grand old time.
Well, thanks to all you guys. Thanks to Xarnax. Sorry, TH. I will do better about scheduling in the future. But we squeezed it in. We're moving on. Looking forward to beating Aaron to you two next week. So.
Oh, calling him
out.
Hey,
you're calling your match like I am calling mine, but I'm not going to give any spoilers on whom I'm calling for.
Likewise. All right. Any final thoughts, Xarnax?
I guess I just hope I don't want to root for Elendar to lose, but I'd be happy to face him.
That's what he said. Oh wow.
I know. Yeah, always look forward to Elendar. Paratroopa and I get matched up a lot too. So looking forward to those matches whenever they happen. And
yeah.
I mean, I've heard it's not a tournament, Xarnax, unless you and Elendar get matched up.
Exactly. But thanks, Slamu, for making this race happen, and everyone commentating, putting it on a restream, and Z2R is great. Glad to play it. Did not do well today, but it was still fun.
Awesome. That's all you can ask for. All right, Sonny, any final thoughts from you, sir?
I mean, I just want to say GG's to both of you. This was such a fun race. The progression being as interesting as it was definitely a thing. Gob, you broke me earlier in
That's the goal.
No, this was a bunch of fun, dude. I'm glad we've finally been able to jump in the booth together.
Heck yeah. Couldn't agree more. All right, I'm not going to keep Slamu and these guys any longer. We're going to initiate the raid here. We're going to Marine Mammal Rescue in about a minute because nobody else is live yet. But what is coming up on ZSR later today? This morning at 10:10 Eastern, so that's about 8.5 hours from now. It looks like I want to say winners bracket is what WB stands for. Winners final, game 2 of Windwalker Randomizer, and then also looking like it's going to get a restream is some Link to the Past Rando All Dungeons League. So if you want to get up early and watch some more Zelda, keep an eye out for that. Other than that, that's it. I'm sure we'll see each other again at some point. Thanks, Sonny. Thanks, Slammer and Xarnax. And the MVP, Mr. J-Lo, with the tracking, keeping us honest. Take care, everybody. Ciao.